What's up, everybody? What's going on? New video today is on things you should expect to happen before or leading up to the point of you exposing to the narcissist that you are aware that they are a narcissist. So, when you're in a relationship with a narcissist, you have already endured probably just a crazy amount of disrespect and put downs, crazy behavior, a little bit of everything bad, that is. Well, a narc knows that there's going to come a time when you're going to start seeing through the mask, and the mask is going to start slipping away, and you're going to see them for who they are. They know this, and the reason that they know this is because they do it to everybody. They know that everybody knows. Everybody figures it out at some point. Well, the narcissist doesn't like that. Even though they know, you got to understand something. The biggest thing that hurts the narc the most is exposure. Yes, the narc's biggest fear is exposure. The biggest fear that they have is being exposed for being a narcissist. Because even though they love to do the dirty deeds of a narc, they hate receiving the credit for those dirty deeds. So a narc they make a plan. So the narc has already actually started doing things the moment they meet you. Why? Because they know it's just a matter of time before you get to that certain place in the relationship or entanglement, before you start to call them out, before you start to see their ugly little heads coming out from under the mask. So what they will do is, they will immediately start a smear campaign when they meet you. And what they will do is, okay, so when you may introduce them to a friends and family, stuff like that, especially if you guys are really close and you're a main supply. You guys are really close and they know your friends, you know their friends, vice versa. So what they're going to do is they're going to tell your friends and their friends. They're going to say, yeah, you're a great person and you're this and you're that, you're great. But they're going to slide that disclaimer in on the end of the statement and say, yeah, she's real cool. She's really a good girl, or he's a really good guy and, good provider. He's this and that, but he's a little overprotective. He gets a little crazy. He gets a little controlling. Either he or she, they will say that, either one, about either gender. But they have to put that disclaimer in because, see, the narc knows. They already know. It's just a matter of time before they completely destroy the relationship. So they have to put that in place. They have to put those things in place so that everybody doesn't see them as the bad person. They want them to see you as the bad person. They want to do the bad, but they want you to get the credit for it. That's right. You. So again, they will do things to over exaggerate different things, and they will lie. Don't think for 1 minute that they're not going to lie and things of that nature. And see, this is the thing. Sometimes we even have friends or family members that will assist and help the narcissist in their mission to destroy. because the narc is always feeling people out. They're feeling people out for who can I get in here and, who can I meet or get around, and me and this person may be able to slide off into a intimate relationship. And they're going to feel your friends and your family out to see who's going to jump on that opportunity. And believe it or not, a lot of times you have somebody, if not a few people, whether your friends or family members, that are going to oblige the narcissist. They're going to help the narcissist. They're going to have that affair with the narcissist. They're going to help tear your name down with the narcissist. Yes, they do. And, that's one of the unfortunate sides of this thing right here, is that they often get help from people right inside your camp. But they're going to tell their people the exact same thing about you. I met this great guy, or I met this great girl, and yeah, they this, they that, but, they just they went through a bad relationship. Same deal. They always building everybody else up to be what they are, because the narc knows from the moment they meet you, they already know this isn't going to work. This person is going to, at some point, leave me. Why? Because they know they're going to torture you. They know before meeting you, they're going to torture you, because they know what's inside of them. They know that it's nothing peaceful inside of them. So their attitude is, I'll just see how long I can get this person to hold on. And if you're the kind of person that you're not really studying this behavior, then they can pull you in and hold you in to a very, very bad space and bad energy for a very long time. Okay? But, these are things that you should expect from a narc, especially when they start to figure out that you're figuring them out. So they're going to also, when they see that you're starting to see them for who they are, they're going to try to change it up a little bit. They're going to try to, push their agenda that they're going to calm down from all of the abuse at some point, just because they know that this is a point where you're turning on them. Now, if they have another supply, sometimes they don't even care, because they have another supply and they're running for it. And this is something you got to understand about the narc and other supplies. If it's a supply that they've already had before, then they don't give it the same precedence as a person that they haven't been with before. See, when they get a new supply, and it's someone that's not in that hasn't been on the bench for a while, then they have to go all out to pull that person in, get that person on the team, because the other people are just on the bench. The same place that they're going to put you when they get this other person, acclimated up to your speed or beyond. And then they'll pull that person into the starting position. So, when they have an actual supply that is new, that's someone that they will go all out, and they will destroy a relationship with you to go all out with this person, simply because they don't already have that person on the bench. If it was just a bench player, they're like, they just go back and forth with the bench players. But with new supply, they really tend to go all out. That's where they will destroy and dismantle a household, a family, everything. They will discard everybody for this other supply, because the other supply doesn't know the kind of monster that they are. So, you're starting to see it. So you lose your value based on you seeing them for who they are. Okay, so when they know that starting to see the kind of manipulative person that they are, that's when the narc is going to go total defense. They're just going to be like, hey, you know what? I'm all in over here because I can already see. And they're still going to blame shift everything that goes down on you. They're going to blame shift it to you because they're in a place where they can kind of hold their position and stand strong because they have another supply. And you're wondering how they're able to act this out and how they're able to really stand strong and stay straight-faced because they have someone holding their hand. You don't. Even though you know you stand on truth and principle, you still may not be as strong as the narc at that point because the narc has somebody else holding their hand. So they're saying, look, I'm telling you what it is, and either you can take it or you can leave it. They get very arrogant because they already have something. See, people who are trying to play fair with you, they're not going to throw ultimatums at you. They're going to try to see what's really going on. What's really going down here? You know, do you really care about me, or, you know, where are you at with this? So as you try to negotiate with them, and you really cannot negotiate with them because they may agree to do something with you, but that's just to get you to do what they want you to do. They're not going to do what you want them to do. That's another thing that comes with it. When they start to see that you are not drinking the Kool-Aid anymore, that's when they are going to start pulling away. They're like, hey, you know what? This person isn't drinking the Kool-Aid the way they used to drink it. You know, they're not feeling what I'm saying the way they used to feel it. And, you know, it starts to just turn and turn and turn and turn into, you know, the narc just run into that other supply. You know, it's going to turn into that. They're going to run to the other supply because, again, they see you're turning. You know, and if they can catch you early enough, they may try to do things to stop it. You know, they may try to do things to stop it, but it just depends on where they are with you at that point. If they don't have other viable supply to replace you, that's when, you know, they'll start future faking with you again. You know, like, you know, baby, we should have another child or a child. Or if you are not married, then we should get married. I can't wait to get married to you. You know, they're going to just start selling you dreams just long enough, just to keep you in a mental space to just keep thinking that you still have a chance at happiness with them. But that's just buying them time to get something else situated, to get something else in place. You know, and a lot of times, you know, at the end of the day, the narc always has several supplies that they're trying to vibe with. They're trying to see, you know, pick which one they're going to actually jump on. And when they finally find the right one, you know, they're going to jump all in on that one. You know, and they're just buying time with you until they can get over here, get this other thing settled up over here. But the moment they get that and they feel like that's solidified, everything you say to them at that point is violent as far as they're concerned. You know, you say, how you doing? What's that supposed to mean? What? Anything you say will be used against you. Everything you say will be used against you. You look beautiful today. What? Whatever. I don't care what you say. They're going to flip it. They're masters of flipping it. That's another thing I want y'all to take notice of. When you are saying you want out of the relationship and you're done, you ever notice how the narc doesn't really feel like it's done? They feel like, nah, it's not done. I'm still working on this with you. But when they say it's done, it's over. You're done. You can't even talk to them. They know how to show you that it's over and you're done. You know, but other things that you can expect to see when the narc sees that this time our time is done. You're going to see a lot of gaslighting, like they're going to do a lot of stuff to just make a situation just blow up for no reason. And you're going to see them do things like they're going to run to the other supply, and they're going to try to, get you to they want you to be jealous of them. And, in that jealousy, they're going to run to that other person because they need that other person to pull you back in. See, when they're putting things out there so you can see it, they're putting it out there so that they can pull you back in. Okay? And a lot of times we don't see it, we just thinking, wow, okay, cool. And we're not even thinking, that the whole time you just got set up. You're not even thinking the whole time, you're just getting set up. And they will set you up. You've been getting set up the entire time anyway. The narcissist knows what they're going to do in the end with you anyway. It's not even a question. They're going to do what they're going to do with you. And they're going to keep it pushing. And you're going to be sitting there trying to figure things out like, whoa, what's this? Or, what's that? And why did this happen? Yeah, all of this is happening because you're thinking one way, and you're thinking relationship, and we're going to be good. And the narcissist thinking, man, I'm going to destroy you. I'm going to run over here and do this. And you're not even going, and they feel like they can do all of these other things outside of you, and you're still going to be right there. You're still going to be sitting right there when they come back for you. That's one of the reasons why they feel so strong about what they do, because they feel like, hey, you know what? I've been lying to you. I've been cheating on you. I've been stealing from you. So, nothing's really going to change. I'm keeping it right there. That's how they feel. That's truly how they feel. Like, what you going to do? They really look at you like, what you going to do? I've been doing this to you for the longest time. You haven't done anything yet. What you going to do now? And that's, for the most part, that's exactly how we look at things and how we feel. That we turn it into, oh, wow. Like, that's all we get at the end. I've been sitting here going through all this, trying to work with you, doing all the things that I can possibly do for you. And at the end, this is all I get is disrespect. And a narc feels like, yeah, what's wrong with that? Disrespect is what you're going to get. You're going to get talked down to. You're going to get talked about. You're going to be lied on. You're going to be cheated on. You're going to be stole from. Expect the worst. Expect the worst. Expect to find out later on that they may have even tried to put roots on you. They try to get somebody to put a spell on you. Expect the worst when you're dealing with a narcissist. And I mean the worst. The worst thing you could ever imagine. You got to see them that way, because that's what helps you to walk away and to never look back. I get so many inboxes and emails about people who are still trying to figure out what the narc is doing. People, if you got away from a narc, thank your lucky stars. Thank your God that you made it. You won. You won. If you got away from that monster, you win. You hear me? They're going to want you to think that they're doing good. They want you to think they're living this life and everything is great, and they're not. They're still following you. Every person that I've talked to, every single person that I've talked to that has cut the narcissist off now, I ain't talking about the people who still chasing behind the narcissist. I'm talking about the people who have cut the narc completely off. No contact. Oh yeah, you're getting hoovered. Those are the people who get hoovered. Those of you guys worrying about getting hoovered, you got me wondering, honestly. Y'all got me wondering, because usually when somebody was doing you that dirty, it might hurt you, but you're not going to sit there and just keep being obsessed. Keep being obsessed with that person. I get it that you're hurt. I understand how that works. I do. However, following their social media and looking at it all the time, and that stuff cannot make you better. It cannot make you better. It's only going to make things worse for you. It's only going to keep their vision, a vision of that person, stuck right in here. Every time you look at their page, it's going to keep them right there. Listen, I wouldn't look at an ex of mine. I ain't talking about just one. I'm talking about none of them. I don't want to see what they doing now. I could care less. They're not in my life anymore. Nobody. And it doesn't make you better watching them. It doesn't. It keeps you in a bad place. It keeps you obsessing. And that's all you're going to do. You're going to be obsessed trying to figure this out. How do I get out of this? Well, you're not going to get out of it looking at their page every single day, wondering, oh, look at where they gone now. Look at what they doing now. Look at this. Look at that. Whew, you are beating yourself apart. And if you don't stop, that's all it's going to be. That's all it's going to be is you obsessing. They're never going to obsess over you because they feel your energy. And they can reach out to you anytime they feel like it. People, listen, you want to get over this narc? Cut all ties. Block their page. Don't go to their page. Block their page so you don't have to see it. You don't need to see it. You don't need confirmation of anything going on with your ex. It's an ex. It's over. Treat it like it's over. That's it. Treat it like it's over. Because treating it like they are significant in your life is only going to make you, it's only going to make you a person that is going to continue to try to see what's going on with them, and not a person that's trying to see what's going on with you. You are the most important thing here. Refocus yourself on you. Stop worrying about what they're doing. Whatever they're doing, if they're in a good place, they're going to destroy it. Okay? A narcissist is the only person who is capable of fixing something that is not broken. Okay? And they do it all the time. They do it every day. Every time you put them in a happy place, you put them in a place where they can be cool, calm, and collected, well, they're going to be in that place, cool, calm, and collective, and they're going to say, and they're going to show you that, people, stop looking at their social media. Stop looking and obsessing over these people. It cannot make you better. It cannot make you better. The thing that's going to make you better is when you focus on you. Focus on you. Get your mind together and get yourself in a place where you start thinking about stuff that's about you. Okay? Listen, I want to thank everybody that's watching my videos. I want to thank everybody who has supported me. I want to thank everybody who is in this fight, in this struggle with us, because this is truly a spiritual warfare. I want everybody who isn't a member of my group, Narcissist Anonymous 101, I want you to go in there and ask to get in. There's a process that you got to go through because we don't just want narcs in there anymore. They didn't let them some in before, and they will destroy anything that's peaceful. They will take that peace away. If you need one-on-one coaching, listen, just inbox me on Facebook or Instagram. I will send you my calendar, okay? Thank you. I appreciate you, everybody. Until the next video, peace.